Climate change, a pressing global issue, has been a subject of intense scientific debate and public concern for decades. The question of whether it can be reversed is complex and multifaceted, requiring a deep understanding of the causes, impacts, and potential solutions. Understanding climate change. Climate change refers to long-term shifts in Earth's average weather patterns. These changes are primarily driven by human activities, such as the burning of fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial processes, which release significant amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. These gases, including carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide, trap heat from the sun, leading to a warming effect. The impacts of climate change. The consequences of climate change are far-reaching and can be observed in various aspects of our lives. Some of the most significant impacts include rising sea levels. As global temperatures increase, glaciers and ice sheets melt, contributing to rising sea levels. This threatens coastal cities and low-lying areas, leading to displacement and economic losses. Extreme weather events. Climate change is intensifying extreme weather events, such as hurricanes, floods, droughts, and heat waves. These events can cause widespread damage, loss of life, and disruptions to infrastructure and agriculture. Biodiversity loss. Climate change is altering ecosystems and habitats, leading to the loss of biodiversity. Many species are struggling to adapt to changing conditions, and some are facing extinction. Food security. Climate change is affecting agricultural production, leading to crop failures, reduced yields, and food shortages. This can have severe consequences for food security, particularly in vulnerable regions. Can climate change be reversed? While it may be challenging to completely reverse the effects of climate change, it is possible to mitigate its impacts and transition to a more sustainable future. Here are some key strategies. Reducing greenhouse gas emissions. The most effective way to combat climate change is to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. This can be achieved through a combination of measures such as transitioning to renewable energy, increasing the use of renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, and hydropower can reduce reliance on fossil fuels and lower emissions. Improving energy efficiency. Improving energy efficiency in buildings, transportation, and industrial processes can reduce energy consumption and associated emissions. Protecting forests. Forests play a crucial role in absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Protecting and restoring forests can help mitigate climate change. Adapting to climate change. Even with efforts to reduce emissions, some impacts of climate change are already inevitable. Adapting to these impacts involves taking measures to minimize their negative consequences. This can include building resilient infrastructure, developing early warning systems, and promoting sustainable land use practices. International cooperation. Climate change is a global challenge that requires international cooperation. Governments, businesses, and individuals must work together to develop and implement effective climate solutions. The role of individuals and communities. While governments and corporations have a significant role to play in addressing climate change, individuals and communities can also make a difference. By adopting sustainable practices in their daily lives, individuals can contribute to reducing greenhouse gas emissions and promoting a more sustainable future. This can include reducing energy consumption, using energy-efficient appliances, conserving water, and reducing waste, choosing sustainable transportation, walking, biking, or using public transportation instead of driving, supporting sustainable businesses, choosing products and services from companies that prioritize sustainability, advocating for climate action, engaging in political advocacy, and supporting policies that address climate change. Conclusion. The question of whether climate change can be reversed is complex and depends on the collective actions of individuals, governments, and businesses. While it may not be possible to completely undo the damage already done, it is essential to take immediate and decisive action to mitigate its impacts and create a more sustainable future for generations to come. By transitioning to renewable energy, improving energy efficiency, protecting forests, and adapting to climate change, we can work towards a more resilient and sustainable planet.